The moment the truth clawed its way out of the shadows, Prince Harry stopped being a husband and started becoming something far more dangerous, because what he discovered was not a rumor, not speculation, not palace gossip whispered behind gold-trimmed doors. It was evidence. Cold, precise, damning evidence. Evidence that suggested the woman he married, the woman he defended against the entire world, had been hiding a secret so explosive, so calculated, it could destroy not just their marriage, but the very foundation of the royal dynasty itself. For years, Prince Harry believed he knew Meghan Markle. He believed in her struggle, her pain, her story. He stood beside her when the media turned cruel. He walked away from his own bloodline to protect her. But everything changed the moment a forgotten leather-bound diary surfaced from deep inside Prince Andrew's private archive. It wasn't discovered by accident, it was discovered by fate. A junior archivist, someone insignificant in the grand hierarchy of royal power, was cataloging old boxes, dust-covered records, forgotten files, relics of a past nobody thought mattered anymore, until he opened box 4002. Inside was a gray leather notebook. No author, no title, just silence. But when he flipped to page 48, his hands froze. This wasn't a casual journal. It was surveillance, documentation, observation. Every line described a young American woman who appeared mysteriously aboard a royal yacht in Nice. No luggage, no history, no witnesses, just presence and details. Terrifyingly precise details. A small red mole on her left shoulder, a faint crescent scar on her ankle, a nervous habit of twisting her ring when questioned. These weren't vague similarities, these were identifiers. Fingerprints of identity written in ink long before Meghan Markle became the Duchess of Sussex. The archivist didn't hesitate. He triggered the emergency reporting protocol, a measure reserved for direct threats to royal security. Within hours, the notebook was in the hands of Prince William. The scars matched that the location matched. Everything matched that this wasn't coincidence. This was confirmation. And William knew exactly who needed to see it. He didn't call lawyers. He didn't call advisors. He called Harry privately, secretly. And when Harry arrived in the UK, there was no warm welcome, no brotherly embrace, no attempt to soften the blow, just the notebook waiting, heavy, silent, waiting to shatter his reality. That was the moment everything collapsed, because suddenly Meghan wasn't just his wife anymore. She was the mystery girl, the infiltrator, the unknown variable that had entered royal territory 2 decades earlier and never truly left. Harry didn't argue. He didn't defend her. He didn't deny it, because he couldn't. The evidence was staring him in the face, and deep down, something inside him already knew. He left immediately, not back to London, not back to safety. He flew straight to California, back to Montecito, back to her, but he wasn't returning as her protector. He was returning as her investigator. She sensed it instantly. The shift, the distance, the silence, this wasn't the Harry who defended her on television, this was a different man, colder, sharper, watching. He locked the notebook inside his safe. He changed the security system. He said nothing, but Meghan didn't need words, because she understood something most people never would. Secrets recognize danger faster than truth does. That night at exactly 2:15 a.m., she moved. She wasn't curious. She was desperate. She wasn't confused. She knew exactly what she was looking for. Evidence. Proof. The past she thought was buried forever. She tried every code. Their wedding date. Archie's birthday. Diana's birthday. Nothing worked, because Harry wasn't protecting valuables anymore. He was protecting truth. And when she couldn't open it, she made a call. Encrypted. Urgent. Dangerous. That was the moment Harry stopped being uncertain, because innocent people don't break into safes. Innocent people don't use signal encryption. Innocent people don't panic when confronted with their past. Harry didn't confront her. He set a trap so precise, so psychological, it would force her to expose herself. He left a single clue beneath the desk. One date. July 14th, 2002, the day the mystery girl boarded the yacht. The day everything began. He drove away. And watched. Waiting. That reaction said everything. She didn't look confused. She looked haunted. Terrified. Exposed. She rushed to the safe. Entered the code. And when it opened, she didn't touch the money. She didn't touch the jewelry. She grabbed only one thing. The notebook. Because that notebook wasn't paper. It was her destruction. And in that moment, watching from miles away, Harry realized the truth. His wife wasn't hiding secrets. She was trying to erase them. He didn't hesitate. He drove back fast. Because now, this wasn't suspicion anymore that this was war. Harry didn't slow down. He didn't breathe. He didn't think. Because when a man realizes his entire life may have been engineered by deception, instinct takes over. His tires screamed against the gravel as he stormed into the Montecito villa, the engine still running behind him like a witness that refused to leave. And the moment he stepped inside, he smelled it, burning leather, burning paper, burning truth. The notebook lay half consumed by fire. The edges blackened, the spine cracked, but the heart of it, the truth, still survived. Harry didn't scream. He didn't accuse. He didn't plead, because he already knew. He picked up the scorched diary with his bare hands, ignoring the heat biting into his skin because the pain in his palm was nothing compared to the betrayal now carving into his soul. And Meghan, she didn't apologize, she didn't explain, she didn't deny, she stood there, silent, calculating. That was the moment Harry saw it. Not the actress, not the duchess, not the victim, but the strategist, the survivor, the operator, the woman who had spent years mastering perception and hiding reality. He walked to the screen, tapped his iPad, and revealed the final blow. The anklet, the engraving, the fingerprint match, scientific confirmation, forensic certainty. No rumors, no speculation, no escape. Meghan's composure shattered, not completely, but enough, because for the first time since this confrontation began, she understood something terrifying. Harry wasn't guessing. He knew. But then something changed, the tears stopped, her shoulders straightened. Her breathing stabilized because Meghan Markle didn't become Meghan Markle by collapsing under pressure. She adapted. She evolved. Harry turned the final page of the surviving notebook, and what he saw confirmed everything. This wasn't survival. This wasn't desperation. This was negotiation, leverage, power, control. She hadn't begged. She had demanded. She hadn't feared exposure. She had weaponized it. And suddenly, every moment of their marriage replayed differently inside Harry's mind. Every tear, every interview, every accusation against his family, every move, every word, every step, calculated. Meghan stepped closer to him. Slowly, deliberately. She still had leverage, or at least she believed she did, because mutually assured destruction is the most powerful weapon of all. She believed Harry wouldn't dare expose her, because exposing her meant exposing everything. The royal family, the scandal, the shame. The truth they spent decades burying, but Harry didn't flinch. He didn't hesitate. He didn't surrender. In that instant, her final weapon vanished, the original tape. Gone, recovered, neutralized. Her insurance policy erased. Her power finished, she stumbled backward. Not because she was weak, but because she was finally exposed. For the first time in years, Meghan Markle had no control. And the royal family wasted no time finishing what they started. This wasn't media drama, this wasn't public spectacle. This was silent judgment, final, absolute. They entered the house without hesitation, without emotion, without mercy, they placed the envelope in front of her. Not suspension, not review. Expulsion, permanent. Irreversible, Meghan snapped. But Harry didn't react, because the man standing there wasn't the same man who married her. He wasn't protecting her anymore. He was releasing himself. The security team stepped forward, not violently, but decisively. But because power doesn't need aggression when it holds authority, no cameras, no photographers, no sympathy, no audience, just silence. The kind of silence that follows the collapse of an empire built on illusion. Harry stood on the balcony as the vehicle disappeared. He didn't celebrate. He didn't cry. He simply existed. Lighter, but emptier, because sometimes freedom comes at the cost of everything you believed was real. And just like that, the fairy tale ended, not with love, not with forgiveness, but with truth. Because in the end, the most dangerous thing about secrets isn't hiding them, it's the moment they finally come looking for you. They finally come looking for you. They finally come looking.